Joining us right now to take a look at the economic implication of this event is David Frost, CEO, Southern Africa Tourism Services Association, SATSA. Hello, David. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon, my time. Yeah,
all right,
thank you. Nice to be with you.
Okay. So, David, travel in Indaba is coming up after 2 years. How would you say its resumption, the impact of its resumption will be on the tourism landscape in South Africa?
Well, like most parts of the world, we've been cut off. We also languished for much of last year on the UK red list, as did Nigeria. But things have opened up. We're experiencing a lot of pent-up demand, but we're not back to the pre-COVID levels yet. We expect to be there by September this year, which is the start of our high season for our main source markets, which are North America, the UK, and Europe. But the Tourism Indaba, which is our biggest trade show, is a big event on our calendar. We bring in a lot of international buyers. So together with World Travel Market Africa, which happened in early April, these are two big important igniters or catalysts, if you will, that are speaking to our recovery. And I'm very pleased to say I had a very interesting meeting with the Nigerian Travel Agents Association, who are looking to bring an outer country meeting to South Africa next year. So yeah, intercontinental tourism as well looks like it's resuscitating nicely.
Interesting. Now, David, talking about the effect of the flood. Now, we understand that parts of KwaZulu-Natal were hit by the flood and other parts of South Africa. In what ways can the travel in Indaba offer hope to residents who have been impacted by this flood?
Look, the flood was quite dire, when it was there. But the thing with the flood, it looks awful at the time, but the waters recede quite quickly. So I mean, I'm here in Durban. I mean, I haven't actually, and I've been traveling around. It's very difficult to actually see any discernible physical, damage that's been imparted. But the travel in Indaba brings in about 75 million rand of much needed injection into the province. So, just from that point of view, it's good to be in Durban. It's good to be plowing some tourism dollars back into the regional economy. But the rest of the country remains open for business. The weather is superb. It's 28 degrees. There isn't a cloud in the sky. So, yeah, all looking good.
Okay. Now, still talking about the challenges, we understand that South Africa is also struggling with power issues, with the incessant flooding and other challenges of climate change. How much of green energy are hospitality industry adapting and adopting?
Well, a lot of our product, particularly in more rural areas, have moved into the sort of green economy space. So just the way that sewage is done, the way that refuge is managed, has really been exemplary. And then allied to that, a lot of them are using solar and in some cases sort of wind power. But it's part of a natural migration to a cleaner and a more sustainable energy footing. Obviously the sort of challenges we have with our energy supply through Eskom, which is our national supplier, feed into that. So if one can be more self-sufficient, it would as well. But most, if not all of our places have generators. So I mean, the tourist experience is not severely hampered by the occasional power outages.
All right. David, now before we let you go, we know that a lot of people are looking forward to travel in Indaba. So what are your wishes, projections, and your general expectation for the 3-day event?
Well, look, the event brings in international buyers. So, what I think firstly everybody is interested in, and I think it will be true for South Africa as a destination, as it would be for most other, particularly long-haul destinations, is who's left standing. I must say, as an association, we've been incredibly resilient. We we actually picked up 114 new members through COVID. We represent 1,400 companies in the inbound space, and literally a handful have actually gone out of business. So most of our members are intact. Some of the overseas tour operators haven't made it. Some have consolidated. So it really is almost starting afresh, looking at how we conduct business. And my wish is that the meetings that take place are fruitful, that people understand what we have, and we need to work through and around the protocols that have been put in place, which I must say have been exemplary. We've had our domestic tourism sector open for 18 months prior to the international opening. No super spreading. The levels of pandemic in South Africa are incredibly low. And in fact, when you look at how we've managed it compared to, I would say, some of the first world economies, we've been incredibly lucky. So, it's been well managed. The sun is shining, and South Africa's open for business, and we're bouncing back really strongly, looking to get back to pre-COVID levels by September this year.
All right. May I just say, it's amazing how much resilience and cooperation there is. Thank you so much, David Frost, for joining us on the news.
Absolute pleasure. Good to be with you.
Have a great day.